Good morning, Mel. We love this portion of the program where we get to hear from you and speak to you live in real time across the country. Today's question is, how are you coping? We're into week 7, believe it or not.
So what are your mechanisms? Of course, we're hoping that there's the light at the end of the tunnel. Things could be easing up soon. But until then, what have you been doing? We're taking your calls at 1-866-267-3797 and feedback at breakfasttelevision.ca. We'll start with a phone call. First up, we have...
Marina. Good morning, Marina. I bet you get that all the time, right?
Pardon me?
Do you get that all the time, the song Marina?
I do.
Oh, really?
It's a beautiful song. Diva had no idea what I was doing right there.
I didn't know.
It's an awesome jam, and it's played at all the weddings.
So I thought you were going to try and incorporate and go Marina.
Yeah.
Right, Maria,
okay,
but the Marina?
Okay.
Oh.
But it's good to hear from you no matter, Marina.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about how you're managing, because, you know, it started off as a couple of weeks, and then it was one day rolled into the next, and now we're just trying to stick it out as best we can and get through this together. So what are your coping mechanisms to share with the country right now?
Well, we are so fortunate to be living on the water in Brighton.
Nice.
And it's just gorgeous. And we have, we're able to go outside. My husband can do all his, all his stuff.
Yeah.
Gardening and building, whatever he can. So we're both retired, so we're very, very fortunate.
It sounds serene and stunning, and I'm so glad that you get that beautiful view, because it helps. Connecting with nature helps a lot.
You can tell by hearing Marina speak that she is at one with nature. It's just so calming.
Oh, I just love it. And I'm so glad that it wasn't this time last year as I was fighting breast cancer.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
And
how are you doing now?
Very well, thanks. Cancer-free.
Oh, good.
So
that's good. And we just celebrated our 40th wedding anniversary.
Oh,
lots to celebrate in the house. Yes.
Thank you.
So much to celebrate. So I know you take every day as a blessing and a gift, which it is, and focus on the good.
Our sons and our grandkids came on Sunday in the car and honked all the way up the driveway, and then had confetti all over the lawn. So we had fun.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for calling. Stay well. Love to you and your husband.
Enjoy you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marina.
Thank
Stay
you.
well.
Bye.
Thank you.
Take care.
What a doll. We've got an email.
We've got from Andrea. Andrea and Kai. Hi. Dear BT, enjoy watching you in the mornings. Here's one thing we're doing to cope. We're finding new hobbies. We made a bird's nest, and a pair of mourning doves have found it and are nesting in it in our front window. What a joyful sight to witness each morning. We're also rock painting.
Oh, I love seeing all the different, like the rock painting little treasures while people are out on walks, and you could see somebody else was there, and it's a little sign of love and a colorful little bright spot, which is so nice. It's beautiful.
It's awesome. And just to be able to look out your window and those birds are just there.
Oh, and hearing them, it's awesome. Again, that connectivity to nature. We've got Jackie on the line. Good morning, Jackie. You are live on Breakfast Television Canada. How are you?
Very good. Good morning to you from Barrie, Ontario.
Shout out to everybody in Barrie. So how are you managing? How are you coping?
It was hard at first because, once you get beyond what you think is very busy, like the dog walks and, going to the store and standing, socially distancing, it's the other times. I find that 3 mornings a week my husband goes to dialysis, and so those are the mornings he's not around, and I found myself sort of, what do I do? So I went back. I'm 72, and so there's thousands and thousands of pre-cell phone pictures in those neat little envelopes that you get over the years, and literally there are thousands of them. And something I've been saying, I'll do one day, is to do a family history of, I'm trying to get everything sorted and collated to get a huge family history, because we really miss our family now. And we have family who we can't see, obviously, in Toronto. We do FaceTime sometimes, but it's lovely to go back over years and years of pictures from when my sons were little, and now they have their own families, and it's very calming and therapeutic. So 3 mornings a week for sure, and it's actually becoming an obsession. I have photographs all over the counter and all over the table, and just going through and things you'd forgotten you did, like places you went, and thinking, wow, we really had a great life, and we still do have a great life, and it's just lovely to get it all together, and I find it's very calming.
It's true.
And brings up a lot of memories.
It's so nice to reminisce and look back. I know my husband always says, why do you take all these pictures? I actually do look back myself because, you know, our winters are long, or maybe some days are harder, and you need something like to trigger that warm memory. And looking at all those photos, like you said, you appreciate, because life goes by so quickly. So when you look back and you're able to see all those little steps and occasions and events and gatherings and, you know, how the family grew, it's a beautiful thing to look back on and reflect on. And it's so great that you're doing that while still appreciating today as you're doing.
And you know what? It really makes you realize how important social distancing is, because there's so much that we have to be grateful for, and our families are our lives, right? Yes. And if people want to be able to do that again and take more pictures, even if it's on a cell phone, you know, we're continuing to make the memories, and then you can take pictures of this time and say, hey, remember back when we were social distancing?
It's so true.
Yeah, you know, and when we see them again. So, yeah, so it's lovely. And obviously, you guys are all always part of the morning as well.
Oh, thanks,
and I can't say that I always do the exercises in the seconds before this one.
Listen, we can't either.
Hey.
We try.
That's what we say.
Well, thank you so much for all you're doing, too, because that's really helping.
Thanks so much, Jackie. And if you can't do the exercises, that's okay, because you get a laugh from us messing up, so that can work on your core as well if you need to. It's great what Jackie's saying, though, with the memories that people I've seen a lot of people on Instagram or whatever, they're getting the old photos and they're posting those now, like taking pictures of those old photos, saying, look what my parents found or whatever. So your kids are going to really appreciate it if this is what you're doing, which is
uncover
really
the gems.
Cool. Yeah,
exactly. And love to your husband too with his dialysis. I know that takes hours and hours. My uncle went through it too. And to everybody on the front lines, as always, thank you so much for calling and writing in, everybody. We've got lots more Breakfast Television Canada to come, including Shaggy.
Mr. Lover. Yeah, he's on his way a little bit later on.
Celebrating 20 years of his album.
Hot Shot.
Yeah.
Crazy album. So good.